Christmas Kwanzaa begins, which is a 7-day holiday celebrating African-American culture. Here to explain more is Roy Walker, Senior Vice President of Malcolm X College. Roy, thank you for coming in.
Thanks, Sean, for having me.
Do appreciate it. So there's a lot of history surrounding Kwanzaa that goes back to the 60s and even before then, taking in a lot of different cultures. Tell us about what started Kwanzaa in the late 60s.
Well, basically, we know there was a lot of civil unrest that was happening in the 60s, and so as
it was the Watts riots,
the Watts
right?
riots,
Yeah.
correct. And so, as a means to get the African American community to kind of get united and get reset to really understand what was before them, they established the Kwanzaa holiday by Dr. Maulana Karenga. And basically, it's a way for the African American community to kind of reset itself and establish goals to carry them on for the next year.
There's a lot in the history and the culture of African Americans that got lost over the last couple of centuries, and this was a way to kind of reclaim that and learn about culture that may have been lost. Yeah,
absolutely. It's this time that the community comes together to reflect on 7 different principles of Kwanzaa, many of which are all geared towards to remind them about why we're here and exactly what we're here to do.
And what are those 7 principles?
Well, the first one is the principle of Umoja, which is around unity, which kind of unites everyone to come together. The second principle is Kujikagalua, which is basically self-determination, which really kind of gets to the hard effort that we fought over time to really understand that we can move forward. The next one is Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. The fourth principle is Ujamaa, which is cooperative economics. The fifth one is Nia, which is purpose, purpose of self and why we're here. The sixth one is Kujuma, and that is for creativity, the arts that we bring to the world. And the last one is Imani, which is faith, which is what we have to really kind of keep us forward and keeping hope alive.
And that's what the 7 candles are for, yes?
Absolutely.
And we light one for each night of Kwanzaa then?
That is correct. We light one each night, starting with the black one first, and then alternating between the red and the green.
All right, so what do we have here? We have some books. How do we teach our kids about Kwanzaa and how to respect those 7 different days?
Well, basically, what we have here in front of us are the elements of Kwanzaa. And what we do with our children is we kind of make sure that they understand what the Day of the Principle is about and really kind of speak from a cultural perspective and historically about what that principle is, and again, one we want to focus on for the year ahead.
What do you do with your family?
So for us, we actually spend some time to go visit relatives, and then while we're there, we talk about what the principle of Kwanzaa is for that day, and just reflect on what our thoughts are about it. Yeah. I typically go to Detroit to see my in-laws.
Okay.
It's a great time.
A lot of my friends will often use the Kwanzaa holiday to give back and reaffirm their service to community and whatnot. Do you find that to be true?
Oh, absolutely. Every year, my wife, she actually creates a gift giving for battered women, a nonprofit that we work for. And in fact, when I leave here today, I have to go and take a gift over that was just returned to us yesterday to kind of distribute to some moms in need.
What do other people, if we want to involve ourselves in Kwanzaa and celebrating it, what's the best way to start?
Well, so the best way to start is to come to Malcolm X College.
Okay.
Okay. So we actually have a Kwanzaa celebration that starts on the 26th from 9 o'clock to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. At 12 o'clock is when our show starts, and we'll be hosted by dance performances. We have vendors that come in from all over the world that show their wares. They're selling arts, culture, books, beauty products, a number of different things.
One thing I love about my job in particular is that I get to ask questions, I get to learn a lot of things, and I find a lot of people that first moment they're anxious and they're fearful that they will make a mistake and that because they don't know traditions. But I have found if you just ask questions and you listen, you will often find that you get so much more knowledge and then you know about something.
Oh, absolutely. And so, like I said, we want people to come to Malcolm X so you don't make any mistakes about tradition.
Sure.
Excuse me. There's free parking there, again, from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. And really understand how we as a college and as a community come together to celebrate these wonderful occasions.
Roy, thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Hey, let's show the folks at home the City Colleges of Chicago Kwanzaa celebration taking place at Malcolm X College starting on Tuesday to Monday, January 1st. The time 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. each day. For more information, you can go to ccc.com. You can also find them on social media. Roy, thank you so much. Do appreciate it.
Thanks, Sean.
Happy Kwanzaa to you. Hey,